What's up, guys? Adrian here. It's another FNX live post of the week. And today, we're going to talk about the importance of training functional movement. This doesn't look that functional? It shouldn't. First big key here. Why would you train functional movement? We're going to get a larger bang for our buck versus the bicep curls and the tricep extensions that you just saw me doing there as an example, right? Second is that if you're training in a CrossFit type space or even for maximum results of how you look physically, think about the way the human body is designed, right? Most of our joints are designed to actually contract from two ends. So if I'm standing here doing a bicep curl, I'm not necessarily going to see the same kind of benefits that I will see from hanging from a pull-up bar and actually doing a pull-up, where my bicep is then contracting from within my shoulder joint and from the elbow. And most of the musculature is going to play off of the same kind of idea. Another important thing when it comes to functional movement is, unlike a curl or a tricep extension or a skull crusher, they actually look natural, right? And I bring that up as a point that, like, that's a good way to kind of digress or decide where the decision is on if this is functional or if it's not, right? If you feel like you could drive by a construction site and see someone mimicking the type of movement that you're doing in the gym, then you're probably pretty accurate with making the choice of it being a functional movement, okay? Bicep curls don't necessarily fit in that. Is it functional? Sure, you pick things up and flex at the elbow and maybe put something in your mouth or whatever. But again, one of the also big things is power output, right? So when we talk about power output and we talk about wanting our bodies to move a large load a long distance quickly, we're back to the aspect of trying to think about picking something up off the ground and press it over our head, or lift a heavy load from the ground to a point of support like the deadlift. Even think about just natural things in the absence of weight, like jumping, punching, throwing. These are all natural actions that you would see out in the natural world, whether it be outside at a construction site, or even think about things that you might see in a home. If you see someone out in their yard and they're doing garden work, right, or yard work, think about some of the things that they might be doing, digging with a shovel, right, being down on their hands and knees and maneuvering through the ground or the grass to either plant something. Maybe they're picking up a big bag of mulch, right? Those actions are going to continually be trained in the gym when you're training functional movements, right? Another thing is that they're pretty universal, so there's great carryover. So even though I'm in the gym using a barbell and I'm doing clean and jerks, it is going to help me pick up a heavy bag off the ground or help me carry my suitcase through the airport. Whereas if all I ever do are leg extensions and hamstring curls, there's not going to be a very strong carryover to when I have something on my back and I have to squat down with it and stand up with it, or pick something heavy up off the ground. Now, I'm not knocking you guys that are out there doing your accessory lifts and your bicep curls and your tricep extensions. They're great, but they got to have a time and place. So if you're out there training smart and you know the people that are successful in the physique world, in the CrossFit world, in the performance space, where it becomes even chasing a sport at a high level, they prioritize their functional lifts first, right? They're doing the major muscle movers. Think about moving through multi-planes and multi-joints at one time. Then, and only then, maybe towards the conclusion of their workout, they're flushing their body with a ton of blood to a certain area, working on the amount of contractions that are taking place through a certain joint, and that's where they're really doing the non-functional side of their training. So again, add them in. They're great to use as accessories, but you're going to get the most bang for your buck training functional movements, and if you have no idea where to start and how to pick them, keep them looking natural.